Right, hi everyone, welcome back again to another episode on Rover restorations. Today we're going to put in camshaft. This was from Wins International, so got a new cam which we'll put down there gently, and I'm going to fit the timing chain. I'm not going to put the followers in yet, and I'll explain why in a minute. Actually no, I'll explain why now, because it's not going to be started up straight away. Basically I can't put the front cover back on here until the timing chain's on it. So my plan is I'm going to fit the cam, put the lube on it, keep this all covered up, and then we can, once the cam's in, I can fit the timing chain, fit the cover, Vaseline the oil pump, etc., get the sump on it, and then we can bolt it back in, well, not bolt it back in the car, but bolt it in the car, and then I can put some more lube nearer the time when I'm ready to run it, and put all the followers in there then, and check the preloads. But yeah, so in a minute I just want to get the camshaft in it, get the timing chain on it, so that's what I'm going to try and do. Right, so this cloyes, twin timing chains come from RPI. See, it's got more than one keyway in this bottom pulley, so obviously this is a picture from RPI which tells you what one to use. So it's actually this one by the O, and that dot there. So basically the two dots will face each other like that with the chain on it once I put it on the cam. Right, so let's lube the cam up and get that in there. Alright, so there's loads of different cam lubes out there, but I've gone with this one. Why does that look back to, why is that back to front? That's strange. I'm a bit confused. Why is it reading it back to front? I don't know. Anyway. Basically we're just going to put a load of this over it and then put the cam in. Shouldn't be no hassle at all, as long as we don't ding any of the loads. I do need to just give it a quick inspection just to make sure there isn't knots or anything, but all looks good to me. Guys, if I put too much on it, it's all going to fall off, so I'm just going to put enough on it so it's got some on it. It shouldn't be too long till it gets run, but obviously you've got to break the cam in, which I'm probably worrying about too much, but what I'm going to do is put it in gently Why am I being such a din? Right, just put that on them first two bearings and then we can whack a load more of this on there. Right, that'll do for now. Gooey, horrible stuff. We'll gently go through here, he says. That's it, and then like I said, when I go to start it up, the rest of that tub, I'll pour the whole lot straight over the top of all the lobes, and obviously put some on the faces of the cam followers. Right, get rid of these horrible gloves. And go and get the key off the old cam. Right, so what I've done for a minute, was the dots have got to face each other, so we've got that dot pointing down there now. We just need to turn this just slightly. And now I can't see it, there it is. I know you can't see it, but there we've got a dot there, which looks just like the picture to me. Dot dot. Dot dot, two teeth facing each other, just like that. It's actually out that way, isn't it? But yeah, you get the idea. So hopefully we can just pull that off enough. Yeah, that's good. We've got that on there loose. We just put some of this other build lube over the chain, I think. Just give it a chance to all sort of bed itself in when we do go, when it does go. One more. Alright, not that way. I'll get there in a minute. Right, them two are facing each other now. So that should be it, hopefully. That's it. Timing chain on. Well, I've still got to bolt it up obviously, but it's all good now. I've got to find the other bits. Alright, just clean some bits up and I'll be back. Alright, so that's that timed in there now. Dot to dot. Torque this up to 45. Put the spacer and the drive gear for the distributor on. That gear's in good nick. I probably will be using the manual fuel pump, so because I've rebuilt all that already, so we'll get that in there. Right, next thing to do, clean the front cover up. Right, so I'm back over at the bench now, and so I've just given the front timing cover a bit of a clean up, so that's all good. Well, I just thought I'd show you, because it did have a rope seal in it. So obviously that was in there, and then you've got this metal ring. So basically what you do to change it to the other type of seal is you wind do a conversion kit, which basically is just a normal seal, but you've got to make sure that you clean these swages up. There and there. They might not necessarily be there, but no, because they pin this ring in. So you knock that out, clean it up there, put a new seal in. Trouble I've got at the minute is I can't remember where I put the seal, so I'm going to go away and try and find it, because I need to put that in before we can put the front cover on. I found that easier than I thought. So it was literally over there in a box. Right, yeah, like I said, it's from Wins. There's like, hopefully I'm not too, I don't know if you're going to be able to read this, but it says this timing cover seal replaces the rope seal used in early engines pre-76. Remove the metal retainer that positions the rope seal. Grind off any remnants of stake marks, them, and all the full metal which originally locked the metal retainer in place. Failure to do so may result in improper positioning of the seal or damage to the seal or OD. Clean maintenance surface for all foreign materials, including old gaskets, blah 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 blah. Apply a thin coat of grease in the seal running area. Yeah, obviously around there. So that goes in there, and that's it. No more crappy old rope seal. Excellent. I did have, actually no, I've got another one anyway, but a later, presumably an SD1 seal, because that was in that gasket, not the head gasket, the conversion set, the lower end, bottom set, so that's an SD1 one, see? So if you're thinking that, oh, I'll just get an SDI front oil seal, it's not going to fit, because it'd be sitting in there like that, look. Unless you're changing the cover, of course, then you can fit what you like. But anyway, hopefully that's a bit of interest to someone, and we can knock that in there, and then we'll put this oil pump back together. I think I was going to do it once it's on the engine, but I think I'll do it up here. It'll be much easier to do it on the bench. Cool, let's get rid of these bits in there. Excellent. Alright, let's find something to knock this in. Alright, so I knocked that seal in, and I've just been packing the oil pump gears with a Vaseline, which most of you probably know about that anyway. It's just so you can build the oil pressure up without getting an airlock in it. So yeah, just going to pack that. Well, I have packed that. Just going to fit the gasket, bolt the head on, and then casing can go on then. Yeah, put loads of it in there, so hopefully it should be okay. Alright, got that bolted back on now. I have just turned it very slightly on the drive in there. Obviously this is the oil pump drive, which is driven from the end of the distributor, which is driven off the crankshaft. But I did just turn it very slightly just to make sure it's not gone tight or anything, and it does seem fine, but I don't want to move it too much because I don't want to disturb the Vaseline. So that should be all good when we get as far as priming up the oil. So yeah, it's all going well. Right, I think I'm going to call it for this video. I can't remember how far I did film up to, but I've got all the front casing on the engine now. Put the water pump on. I wasn't planning on putting the water pump on yet, but the front casing, some of the bolts also hold the casing on that hold the water pump on, so that went on as well. Obviously the water pump's brand new, although to be fair, the one that was on it wasn't actually too bad, but never mind. At least we know it's new anyway then. So right, so hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Ta-da!